Hello, hello, hello. Can you hear me now? That is crazy. Every time I do this, StreamYard is resetting my sounds, and I haven't been paying attention to the chat. So I'm sorry, guys. I got excited and started spewing and spouting away like always. I thought everything was set up too. I guess I have to reset check audio from StreamYard because they changed my settings again. I don't know why. Usually once everything's preset, it's good. So, all right. Well, that happens. This is a high quality professional podcast studio with thousands and thousands, millions of dollars put into it. So what I was saying is the Michigan Bigfoot and Dogman Conference is coming up September 28th. I'm putting the link in the description right now. I was talking about one of the speakers who's going to be there is Val Savala, a local Michigan data miner. He doesn't really like to say he's a researcher, but technically, he does research the Bigfoot phenomenon. He does research it and data mine it in such a way that he actually uses his law enforcement, 25 years of law enforcement, and tries to profile Bigfoot the same way you would profile a serial killer. And he has come up with a lot of interesting data points and actually findings and stuff. And so you can actually find him and another possible speaker that kind of have to finalize and stuff. But if you go to the YouTube channel, Bigfoot Outlaw Grizzly, that is a channel where Grizzly is the host of the channel. Does a lot of different podcasts, a lot of different shows with different people. One of those shows is the Rolling Bones Sasquatch with Val Zavala and Grizzly. And so I'm trying to get Grizzly to also come to the Michigan Bigfoot Conference and be able to speak about his experiences with Dogman and Bigfoot. Of course, having them both at the same event is going to be pretty awesome. Grizzly, of course, is former law enforcement as well and does a variety of different shows on his channel, including psychic mediums. The one is Bigfoot Outlaw, three men unplugged and stuff, and they kind of joke around and stuff as like three old farts and stuff. But you can find a lot of good information on his channel because Val does give a lot of his information that you're not going to find anywhere else besides his group, which is on Facebook. It's called the Gumshoe Guys Corner, Michigan Bigfoot Sighting and Reports. Of course, if you want to find a lot of information and data and give me a second. And unique opinions on things based on Val's work, you can go to that group and see what you're missing out on. So take a look at Outlaw Bigfoot Grizzly and the Rolling Bones Sasquatch show. And they do interview a variety of different characters, including Matthew Johnson and stuff, which I actually made a post about. But this last... but the last live show they did last Sunday actually was all about Val's data and stuff and aggressive reports, and doesn't really paint Bigfoot in this friendly light at all, actually, and it's very interesting. So I'll probably put the link to that show in the description for this. The link should be for the tickets and all that if you want to go to the conference. We're trying to get another Michigan Bigfoot researcher who is pretty enthusiastic, but of course, depends on the scheduling. And so waiting to hear on him, but hopefully we're going to have Val, Grizzly, and myself to speak. Another Michigan Bigfoot researcher who's over on the west side of the state, and he is um, former law enforcement, former corrections, I think, former wildlife management, a bunch of the different things actually. So it'd be pretty good because it's actually him and his wife that have uh, kind of a research duo going on and stuff. They channel. They don't, they're not really. They're on Facebook and stuff. So if you know about them and stuff, but we're waiting to see about that. And then, we're going to be focused on really trying to be different than the everyday, conference, which is you get together, your basic presentations and stuff. This is more information and spreading the awareness, and might be a little bit darker tone. That Bigfoot isn't your friendly forest giant. That's this hippie friendly guardian, right? I mean, in my experiences, nothing really bad has ever happened. I've had a few, hair-raising incidences that Val would categorize as aggressive things, and I would kind of categorize as not necessarily aggressive, but tactics to maybe to push people out of the woods and stuff. But Val has reports of course, them actually attacking people, slapping houses, vandalizing stuff, stealing kids, kidnapping people. There's actual reports that he has from Michigan of dead farmers with bent shotgun barrels, and their heads are twisted and stuff like that. And two men supposedly are carried off. Attempted kidnapping of farmers here in Michigan back in the 40s and possibly earlier and stuff. There's a lot of in 1965 there was an incident where a young 16-year-old new driver was learning to drive with their mother and supposedly hit a Bigfoot, and the Bigfoot reached in and smashed the glass and grabbed the young driver, the female, and bruised her up and smashed her face onto the driver on the steering wheel. And of course, this was actual national news. This is part of the 1965 Monroe Monster incident, and this is where they actually reached in the vehicle and smashed her on the steering wheel, and then the creature fled. And of course, the mother and the daughter came out in the newspaper, and you can see the wound, and she was injured and all this. And they got heavily ridiculed and dismissed, and everything was swept under the rug and basically covered up. But it is a very intriguing, interesting, documented time here in Michigan. So Val has a lot of information on that too. Of course, because he spends hours and hours just researching, looking at old newspapers, trying to document sightings and reports, and kind of, what Sasquatchers are actually what they're doing and stuff. He has a lot of aggressive reports, a lot of reports of gunfire, a lot of reports of very hostile actions taken. People getting hit in the head, people actually getting hit with rocks, staring into windows at your kids and stuff. If a strange man or some random person was staring at your kids through a window in the middle of the night, I don't think most of us would accept that as being okay and normal and stuff. So he categorizes that as aggressive type of behavior that is really, in his eyes, unacceptable. So he does have some good Samaritan reports, but they're few and far between compared to the aggressive reports that he has. So that was a pretty great guy and asset to the community, and one that maybe a lot of people still don't know about Val and his group and what he does. And so pretty honored to have him as a speaker for this year's event. Hopefully we can get his co-host Grizzly to come out and camp out with us, of course, because we are going to be hanging out, going into some pretty active areas after the conference. So pretty excited about it. So September 28th, 2024, of course. And that's what basically I was talking about with no sound for, I don't know, 7 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever it was. Because, I got producers and managers and people in my ear telling me this. I mean, I have you guys when I pay attention to the chat. I have you guys telling me, and I really appreciate it. So, appreciate everyone that's in the chat, like Sasquatch Wizard and Arondax, the Bat Mom, and Sandra Piper, of course. All great, great people. So change things around a little bit. Made the upgrade on StreamYard, putting some money into the audio, putting some money into StreamYard, put money into conference, put money of fund into buying a premium thermal, multi-$1,000 thermal. Yeah, there's a bit of a lot of things going on and stuff. Got new property, private property, to do audio research and stuff. I've already explained that. Pretty much a controlled area where I'm not going to go into doing the Bigfoot research, not going to make calls and whoops and stuff like that, but I am going to place audio and see what we get, see what naturally occurs in that spot. And maybe, of course, I'm just going to be walking around, but not necessarily influencing the area like some other places where, I like to make calls and stuff. Making a call in an area is a way that you let the creatures know that you're there and stuff. And I personally think if you go to an area a lot of times that they're going to recognize you, they're going to understand that, oh, it's this guy who keeps making these stupid calls at nighttime trying to mess with us. Do we want to mess with him tonight? You get to that, you get him used to that, and I think, we're more likely to get some solid evidence. Val would probably say that's not a good idea. We should stay away from these things. These things, we are on the menu for them. Everything's practically on the menu for them. And, just like chimpanzees and smaller monkeys, apes do prey on other apes. Of course, humans have went to war and destroyed a lot of things. So Val always is siding with the error of caution, and that we shouldn't really have these close interactions, because he has reports of males Bigfoots getting aroused and going after females. And sorry guys, but female Bigfoot's getting aroused and going and trying to take men, because you're doing everything right out there, being safe, but you know what? You look too good this time, and that female just doesn't want you to leave because you're trying to interact with her. Whatever it is, you smell good. Your body odor and your sweat smells good to her. That stuff actually does happen. Val has reports about it, and with his experience and background and my personal experience with him, I believe the work that he does, and it's true. And to be honest, everything on Earth that is naturally here, does stuff, attacks people, whether it's in defense, whether it's actually preying upon people. And, certain animals try to sexually do stuff with people, like turkeys. The turkey will be so dumb to try to do anything. Dogs, everyone knows that, right? A dog will try to do that. Dolphins are very bad and actually have known to hurt people and are very aggressive and stuff. So there are certain cases where in the animal kingdom it actually does happen, and Bigfoot, monkeys and gorillas and chimpanzees do become infatuated with the human handlers and females and stuff. So we do know for a fact that jealousy happens in the great ape kingdom and with monkeys. So why not with Bigfoot? So I always try to go for my experiences, but I also know that it's not always fluff out there, right? I've been close. I think I've been close enough and had some interactions, and I've pissed a Bigfoot off, and I've done some stupid stuff. But overall, I've never truly felt, besides the one time that I was, a little bit in danger or in actual danger. So, but it just probably depends on where you're at, the individual Sasquatches, their experiences with people, their how much food they're getting, their resources, if they're struggling, whatever sickness, malnourishment. Probably depends on a lot. But there's a lot of missing people here in Michigan. There's a lot of missing people everywhere, really. There's the whole 411 stuff does extend into the cities, and it's not just the forest. So there's multiple culprits, I would assume. But opportunity, Bigfoot, and female Bigfoot who loses her child might go and steal an infant. Monkeys do that. They do that, and monkeys in India and stuff kidnap kids all the time, actually. So Sasquatches, for a variety of reasons, do a lot of things, I think, and we just don't understand because we don't have observation, we don't have a body, so we can't sit here and say, well, they're friendly forest hippie. It's putting people's lives in danger. So that's pretty much why we're gonna spread the awareness more than this friendly, the conferences where you don't talk about that. You don't talk about the dangers of what could really happen. You're in a really big thicket and stuff, and you're trying to push through stuff, and all of a sudden an arm grabs your legs, then takes you and drags you through everything, and then does whatever it wants to you. There's really no stopping whatever the creature like that wants to do to you at nighttime where you can't see it. By the time you hear something, it's too late. By the time you react, it's too late. All the Sasquatch really has to do to even a 350-pound man is grab them, choke them out, break their neck pretty instantly. It's not too hard, to do that. So, especially for a Sasquatch, I'm sure, to pick you up and slam you against something or pound you onto the ground. Especially at nighttime when you can't see, you're moving through a thicket, you're not running anywhere, you're barely be able to push through. I know Wizard knows what I'm talking about. You're going through a thick briar patch or a thick whatever, especially at nighttime. You're not moving, you're not doing anything. Especially if they just want to throw a rock at you. I mean, they don't have to get close. You're not going to see it or hear it coming. So, what time is it, guys? Sorry, I plan on getting. This is only gonna be a short live stream. I only plan to go live for a little bit stuff because Saturdays are getting a little bit more complicated and stuff. But I think this Saturday we'll be live and we'll have some videos for you guys and a little bit more stuff. Actually, going to yeah, that's kind of right. Be eaten or killed by your research partner. That is right. Sometimes they don't play nice. Sometimes they don't play well. And even when you're walking outside at nighttime, you want to be in good physical shape where you don't want to be able to easily be tripped. You want to have good balance. You want to, if you do trip and fall, be able to take the impact and not be hurt and stuff. And the best way to do that is exercise, guys. I know I've been sprouting this, but that is really the only way that you're going to get better and stronger. Have more endurance to go out there longer. Don't expect to be a couch potato all year. And then, I'm going to go put dozens of miles in this weekend and not expect to have sprains and injuries, or more prone to just be tired and you just can't do it. If you actually work out and train now in the comfort of your home with air conditioning and ample amount of water and all that, no bugs eating you alive, you can build up your endurance so when you're out there and the bugs are eating your face alive, you can still put it in miles and miles and miles that you already want to put in, but your body needs to be ready, So best way to do that is to exercise. Easiest way to get started is just to get started. I mean, there's plenty of stuff that you can do. I think we might show a little bit right now. I I haven't been doing my push-ups that I wanted to do. I don't know if you guys can see that. I had a little bit of an injury actually. You guys can't see it. That's not it. I'm trying to show you it. It's right there. Anyways, yeah, we get up and I'll show you guys. Right there. I actually got nicked by the chainsaw after you talking about it. It's cutting something. It came down, went neat, neat. And I actually got pretty lucky. So I have actually been not doing my push-ups that I was planning to do, which is 1,776 push-ups for the month of July, which I'm still going to do. This is finally healed enough to where I can actually like do stuff, and it's not too bad. But I got pretty lucky actually. It cut all the first layer of that skin, and I don't know if you, like Wizard, you probably skinned some animals. It skinned me. It skinned me right off, right there and stuff, and I got pretty lucky. But I think I'm gonna do some. But yeah, I about lost my hand. If it was, well, it was any faster, I definitely would be needing more. Definitely be needing stitches. Possibly be losing some nerves and my hand. You know, I mean, crap. My boss has just after it showed me pictures of his whole body basically chopping halfway through his knee. The same thing happens. You know, you're cutting on stuff and back kick happens. But we were doing storm damage and overhand cut, and I just let go of the saw a little bit too fast. Still was running and just came down. And it was literally just a little tap, just a little. No force at all. But man, it definitely well, you know, made you realize that bad things can happen very fast, uncontrollably. Accidents, of course, happen, and how lucky I am to still be able to be able to lift weights, do push-ups, have my arm and stuff. I can't imagine not being able to have my arm and everything, let alone Bigfoot research and stuff. So I think you know, maybe do some lifting and stuff, do some exercises, trying to promote this instead of this stereotypical Bigfoot, you know, stereotype that we don't need and stuff. We really need to up our game and stuff. So yeah, I'll probably be doing a little lifting routine with barbell because I don't not going to start the push-ups for another. It's the 10th, about 5 days. I kind of want to be able to do push myself a little bit and still try to do it. So, but I think my arm is healed up enough. It was a pretty close enough call to remind me that, you know, you always have to be careful and stuff, you know. And that's the biggest thing is it's one of the most dangerous jobs. And when you're doing storm damage and technical stuff, you know, it's hot, whatever, it happens. I got it cut, and you know, got to finish the job, and then glue it up and take care of it. I didn't go to the hospital or anything. I took care of it myself. We did it the old-fashioned tree way. So, uh, I already had that already actually did happen, but I didn't hurt myself in that at all. The other guy kind of got choked out, but anyways. So yeah, so you know, we're just chilling out and stuff. You know, I might, and maybe I'll throw the link in. Like I said, I'm just pretty much just promoting the conference and stuff. That's about it. Getting these speakers lined up, ready to go, and got the campsite all ready to go. So it's kind of a private invitation to the campsite and stuff because I don't want hooligans messing up and doing stupid stuff. Because there are a few people who are drunk and can't control themselves and just cause too much of whatever they are, no matter who they're with. And only the people who accept them and are around them are enablers in that such addiction. And so it's a sad thing to do. So I just don't want to deal with that crap. If I have to, I have to. It's no problem. But it's just embarrassing. It's embarrassing for him and anyone who would be really around it. So, but hey, if honestly, who gives a fuck? All you got to do is just go drive somewhere else. So honestly, we're gonna have a lot of fun and not worried about that crap. There's a lot of drama going around, I'm sure. With let me yeah, I think I'm gonna work out a little bit. Let me close this down, set things up. So hopefully you guys can hear me. I don't know if my air conditioner is gonna be too loud. Let me move the chair. See how it look. I don't know, maybe this ain't gonna be too good and all that. Stand right here. It's not too bad, I guess, right? You guys can see everything. It's not too bad. Do a little workout and stuff. Maybe get a little motivation going. And then finally heal. I like to keep at it. Even though you still go to work and all that. You don't stop. Let me check some things out. See, because this is something what I also wanted to do, is be able to point stuff out. I don't think, yeah, okay. So like right here, this is actually a tree structure that I found a couple years ago with me and James. And what you have is this branch right here actually goes through the middle and is actually wrapped. You can see it's wrapped all around with this other branch going through here. It's wrapped around this branch that goes to this central point. This picture is cropped in to fit down to StreamYard. I could have another one set up for later, but I think this would be kind of cool to be able to show pictures for you guys and stuff. So it's kind of nice to have the green screen. But as you can see, the little twig right there on top, it wraps around, and then this thing goes around. And very, very interesting stuff. This was in an area where me and James actually had activity and stuff, so and all that. So, all right. So I think we'll get started. Let me get a drink. Put something else on. So, yeah, we're making some changes. I like to definitely have some people on, do some interviews, talk about research and stuff. So I might be contacting a couple people. Wizard, if you want to come on and stuff, I'll probably be reaching out and talk about experiences, research, gear, theories, and all that as we're upgrading and moving forward with the future and all that good stuff. I wanted this one. Yeah, so this is part of the 7 grandfather teachings, of course. And you'll notice right here is the foot, Bigfoot. And it's just the representation of Sabe, or honesty. And basically, we play this and stuff as part of our Native American misconceptions and Native American live shows that we did. Explained it and did the story. And they actually have a whole legend about all of these coming to a little boy over a fire after he fasted for 4 days. Gidji Sabe was the name of the giant Bigfoot who came and taught the law of honesty to this young Native American boy among all the other animals represented. by truth, love, honesty, humility, courage, and the other one, I guess, since we're talking about it. And so they all came to the little boy one by one and taught him the laws, the seven grandfather laws. So he would go back to teach the Anishinaabe, or the one people, uh, the laws and stuff to govern themselves, to be better and to not be destroyed by evil ways and stuff, the opposite and stuff. So you have the bear representing courage, respect by the buffalo, wisdom, of course, is the beaver, humility is the wolf, Sabe represents honesty, love is for the eagle, and the truth is for the turtle. So awesome stuff to learn about. So do a little workout. All right, how does this look? I put this down for you guys. You guys think so. This is a 10-pound plate, 10-pound plate. These are 2.5 pounds. So it's 25 pounds on each side with, I don't know, 25-pound bar at least, I guess. Not sure how much the bar is because I've never weighed it, I guess. So we're going to start off by doing 12s, and we're going to do some sets. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So don't be worried about starting off big and strong. Little weights with proper technique is better than heavy weights and doing sloppy work getting hurt and stuff. You guys can't see this one, so let me get down to where you guys can. All right. It's 12. Go down, do some rows. Stretch the arms out and stuff. Stretching is more important than lifting because stretching keeps you limber. Weightlifting and stuff makes your muscles constrict. And you want to stretch, make them stretch out and be limber. Because if you're a tight ball, you can't do nothing. That's why you see those big jack weightlifters who take steroids. They can't reach around. They can't reach around, guys. So you have to just stretch and stuff. And so, like I said, this is just promoting exercise and health and growth, Mr. Duffy. We've actually haven't mentioned that name at all this live stream. So, all right, Rose. All right.
So, by doing a variety of different exercises, even at low weight, high reps, low weight, high reps, that's how you're going to burn fat and make muscle and stuff instead of getting that big old power lifter gut and being able to lift heavy, high reps, low weight, all that. Yeah, you should have went back. I already did a bunch of different. Did this press, a little bit of a clean overhead without the overhead press, and then doing different stuff. So I wasn't joking. I said I'm still do 1,700 and 17.6 push-ups, even though this kind of got in the way of that. Doesn't hurt, doesn't feel bad or anything. So we'll do that. Do some more overhead presses. Gotta stand up to that one. I don't want to smash on the computer if I do tumble a little bit. Been going slow, steady. Feel that negative pressure going in. You never want to give up. Feeling it there. So we'll go back to rows. All right, so got a pretty good pump going. And regardless of the weight that you put on, just doing any exercises, it's going to help you. Got to get to help you out there by being stronger, by not being prone to injury, more endurance of the muscle. Your muscle can do more without being prone to injury. And it's proven scientifically fact that your brain will work better, your body works better. It helps detoxify your body, helps make your metabolism faster. The health benefits, literally, the exercise does. If it was in a pill form, literally would fly off the shelves. But the fact that you have to put the work in, you have to sweat, right? You got to sweat. You got to put that stress on your body. That's why it's hard and no one does it, But the benefits are crazy. So that's why, I'm always promoting exercise. I'm showing you guys that I'm doing it. I'm not just talking out my ass. Showing you guys that I'm doing it. Let me put my headphones back in. Probably get the chair and stuff. So, see if you guys can hear me or not. If StreamYard changed my settings. Sounds like you guys can hear me. All right. Well, I appreciate it, Mr. Duffy. We like the biggest thing that America is facing is the next by 2030. 1 out of 2 people will be obese, which is an alarming statistic. And I've actually dealt with weight issues when I was younger and stuff, and the embarrassment and stuff that it deals with and everything. So I refuse to basically turn myself back into what I was. And by working the heck out and doing what I do, And I can honestly say that working out helps calm the mind, get you ready for whatever you're facing. And the more you push yourself and during exercise, you can handle whatever little tasks that you have to do. You can handle whatever. Helps with anxiety, depression, confusion. It's a lot of things. That's why a lot of people should do it more and stuff. So that's it. It's about 8:00. I got about 10 more minutes because I don't have enough time to really throw the link into the chat because we'll carry over. But wanted to start a little bit early so I could get done with everything and then have someone in the chat do other things. But yeah, it's pretty good. Let me get my chair real quick. We got wood floors in here. Messing my knees up. I already did a couple more hours of audio, looking through the audio and stuff where I didn't really see anything, nothing really popped up. But today, going into some stuff that I recently got, I haven't gone through it all. But what I did get, which might not be nothing, there's a little bit of movement and stuff next to the recorder, and then there's like maybe a deer, like a sniff or that huff, a deer huff, or maybe a raccoon going off a little further away. And then next to the recorder, you hear this little like guttural, like gurgling or a growl type of a sound, which could be nothing, could be another small game animal like a raccoon responding, making some type of noise. So I usually go live Saturday nights at 10 p.m. Eastern. But lately, because life has been going crazy and stuff, I've been it's kind of been random stuff, and it's usually like the day of, minutes before. I don't promote and stuff, all that, but I'm trying to keep Saturdays, but Mondays and Wednesdays might be the alternative. Sundays, Mondays, or Wednesdays. It just depends on what I'm doing particularly. So, but Mondays and Wednesdays might be when if I miss Saturdays, pretty much will go live to do the normal show or a chill stream or a hangout where I throw the link in the chat and anyone can come on, and as long as you're not screaming and foaming at the mouth, you can basically talk about what you want regarding Bigfoot's, cryptids, paranormal stuff, Bigfoot, cryptids community, hoaxers and stuff like that. But bring receipts and stuff, and at the same time, there's a lot of low hanging fruit who are, making circles around every bush they see, and this low hanging fruit, it's not worth the effort and crap that goes along with exposing every little person that draws a circle around the bush, right? So, but there are definitely some there are some crazy things out there, crazy people, crazy drama, crazy wars, right? Arcane, crazy wars going on. Yeah. It's food-like products that are passed for food. And if you're friends with me on my Facebook, I am completely calling out all that crap, calling out the evil of the world that I personally see and stuff. You might not agree with it. It's okay, but I warn you, if you're friends with me on Facebook, that's basically what I dedicate my Facebook to. Bigfoot stuff is only a small margin of stuff, because the truth matters more to me than having friends or being popular or, you know, famous or whatever and stuff. You know, I will call out whatever I see, however like to call it out. And it might rub people the wrong way, but I honestly don't give a fuck because it's too important. The lives of children, the lives of people, the lives of everyday Americans are too important to let some dumbass, stupid opinions of some order follower get in the way of, oh, hey, you know, there's red dye 40. There's all this crap that you can't even pronounce that's in the food. And then most of it is put in your kids' food. And you know where that kids' food is located on the shelves? Because on the high shelves, you'll have the all organic, healthy, more expensive stuff, right? But at your kids' eye level, they have all that junk food. That Spider-Man, that Baby Shark, that cartoon, all that is at your kids' eye level in the grocery stores. And all that's filled with poison. Look on the back of it. You don't believe me? Look at the ingredients. Go research the ingredients. It's food-like products. It's not food. It's ultra-processed food-like products. And it's causing a variety of different issues and cancers and dementias and skin issues and autoimmune disorders and gut bacteria and biome issues. I mean, and then we'll just put you on some pills, of course, which will mess up your gut biome, which creates your serotonin, is your gut. So we mess up your gut with foods, we mess up your gut with SSRIs, which cause which side effects cause the very, very, very thing that they're claiming to treat and cure, but that's another story. So that's why my Facebook is kind of dedicated to more of that stuff. So don't be a baby about it. If you can't accept the things that I post, just ignore it and move on, and maybe you'll come across something that you might agree on, you might research, you might look into, might rub you the wrong way enough that you want to prove me wrong, and you do your own research. That's all I ever ask of you guys, especially when I give my opinions on little crybabies on here. You know, I implore you to observe, watch, and listen, and see what people do, because they'll do the things that they normally will do. You can observe them. So, see if I'm missing comments. Got to put some links in the chat, or I'm sorry, in the description for Grizzly's channel, which is Bigfoot Outlaws Grizzly. There's a lot of doctors, a lot of things coming to light, and just because you don't see it on the fucking TV doesn't mean it's not happening. Okay? Doesn't mean it's not real. Doesn't mean it's you know, and there's a lot of genetically modified foods. There's a lot of genetically modified sugar, which is in a lot of these crap, ultra processed sugar, which is as addictive as cocaine. And all the kids are hooked up onto it. And by the age of 3, by the age of 2, by the age of 3, a normal American kid will have ingested more sugar than a lifetime a person would have back 100 years ago. So 100 years ago, a person would have went a whole lifetime and still wouldn't have had more sugar than a 3-year-old gets here in America by age 3. And you wonder why we have autism, we have this, we have that, cancers. No one knows why, right? Well, things are changing. The truth is coming out. So that's what that's about. That's a little preview. I also do a Rumble show. This show should be live on Rumble. It might not be. I'm having some issues trying to hook everything up, but it was supposed to be hooked up. I do another show called The Beast System on Rumble Thursday nights, 10 p.m. Eastern most of the time. Sometimes it's early at 9, where we get into a little bit more conspiracy stuff, a little bit politically oriented stuff. We did a live debate commentary, watching the debates, watching the disaster
that unfolded. So if you're into that kind of stuff, it's more of a political show, but we do kind of dive into the craziness that we see with our own eyes. So that is the Beast system with a lion logo, and we got a couple shows down and got a show lined up for this Thursday. So check it out. I'll probably put the link in the description a little bit after the show ends. Just gonna wait about another 3 minutes. So, and then stretching. Got to stretch and stuff. We need to do all this again because working out and constricting your muscles and flexing your muscles and stuff are going to not make you limber. So you got to stretch out, limber out. Don't be afraid to look a little buffoonish stretching out. It's about your safety, your body's health, and preventing injury. And stretching is just, if not more important than actual exercise to promote the anti-injury benefits that it has. So that's what I'm about to be doing. I implore everyone to do it. It's simply as this. It doesn't matter what your age is. You can look up exercises for however old you are, however health, whatever situation you're in. There's no excuse. The only excuse is you giving in to that little voice that says, I'm too tired. I can't. It's not hurting you. It's your voice, that negative little baby that's trying to prevent you from fucking working out. I'm telling you, the more you work out, you can press through that. You've got to press through that plateau that everyone's on. And don't be a couch potato. If you got a little 1 pound dumbbell and you're like, well, it's just too easy. And, I can't do it. Well, do it 100 times. Is it still easy? Well, do it 1,000 times. Well, that's a little hard. We'll do it 500 times. Adjust. Maybe I should get a 1 pound weight and let's just see how much we can do. Just start doing them. Eventually, you're going to get tired. Eventually, it's going to work. You're going to get a workout. So there is no excuse. You can look and find exercises that you can do at your age, at your level, at your strength, flexibility, at everything. Don't be scared and think that you can't. That means you already gave up without even trying. So, all right, Sasquatch, I am actually closing the live stream right now too. So have a good dinner with your family. I hope everyone else has a blessed day. May God bless each and every one of you and never lose your faith, no matter what is happening to you guys. Sometimes that storm is pushing you to better places. So never think you're stuck and stay stagnant. Remember, flowing water never goes stale. So if you want to keep going, keep flowing, keep working out, keep going, keep that brain working, keep wondering, keep thinking, keep observing, dedicate yourself, be friendly, be nice to other people, stand up for yourself. Don't take crap from bullies. If you got to stand up for yourself and you got something to say, then you fucking say it. Don't hold back. The only thing that evil needs to prosper is for good men to do nothing, say nothing. No matter what's. So, God bless each and every one of you. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your night, a wonderful rest of your week. We'll try to catch you back here Saturday night. All right. Take it easy.